And we're live again. Waffleboard breaks. How's everybody doing? eBay double box break. The last double box break before the reload. We'll have one Facebook claim. That will be Wednesday night, just like last week. Just one Facebook claim. That'll be the last box before the reload is in. Spots, of course, will go live on Tuesday, including the 13 new reload jerseys. So obviously I'll have to end whatever hits on Wednesday, but that will get us. We'll be down to 26 boxes after tonight. 25 after Wednesday, of course, 13 new ones going in. So just going up to 38, not even up to 40 yet. So 13 new boxes, 25 old boxes. So we'll have 38 total for Sunday's double box. So just like that, we'll be down after Sunday. Next Sunday, we'll be back down to 36. So fast and furious, obviously, with our hockey season coming to a close. We have Game 4 tomorrow, Game 5 Thursday. And then, of course, we break it on Sunday, and that'll be Game 6 if necessary. The Game 3 was absolutely insane. Anybody that was watching, I hope most of you guys were. I've been watching hockey my entire life, and this series, 3 games in, has been absolutely pure insanity. Not really a goaltending clinic, but I think these teams are pretty much unstoppable by each other. It's not there's not a lot of bad goals happening, but they're just, some mistakes. When you make a mistake against either one of these teams, it ends up in your net. Like, these teams are skilled, heavy, fast. I mean, it's a little bit of everything. The defense can activate, they can play. There's nobody out there that doesn't need to be out there. It's just like nonstop, wave after wave. Of course, Carolina's number 2 line has been carrying them through the playoffs. Aho and Svechnikov aren't quite at the top of their game right now, but that second line of Tara Hall, Jackson Blake, that line's been absolutely amazing. Stankoven, and even in Game 2 and Game 3, they've been unbelievable. So been interesting to see. The series is pretty insane. Like, Game 3 was as insane a Stanley Cup final game as you're going to see. We had the fastest 3-goal hat trick in NHL Stanley Cup history. Like, Marner's 3 goals in 3 minutes, whatever it was, is in all of Stanley Cup history. That's the fastest hat trick in the Stanley Cup final. Then you had a 4-0 deficit that a team came back from. That hasn't happened since like 72, they said. I think that's the only other time in Stanley Cup Finals history a team came back in a game from a 4-goal deficit. So, I mean, if you want to see good hockey, I mean, it's not, it's not structurally maybe the best hockey, but if you want to see some entertaining hockey, let's put it that way. This is what we have. Like, we're 3 games in. Vegas, of course, up 2-1. Game 4 on their home ice, and it's been a joy. Like you said, if you don't have a horse in the race, this is probably about as entertaining as you're going to get. I mean, you don't have 1-0 games going to triple overtime. I mean, this the second game third game with the double overtime. After the boring first period, obviously Vegas blew up in the second period, and then Carolina blew up in the third period, and then back and forth, no goals in first overtime. And then, of course, you're getting some crazy, like, the home boards come into effect. Like, Theodore's long shot off the dasher board comes back and hits Busey in the skate and goes in. Just pure insanity. Like, I mean, that's what you're gonna get. Like, I mean, you're talking, they had in the Game 3, we had three replay overturned goals. People always talk about the people have been talking about the Vegas 2. I mean, the Carolina 2, the Vegas 2, and then the Carolina 2. I can't lost track at this point in time. Carolina 2. Obviously the Vegas had 2 overturned before their floodgates opened. But people forget they also had 1 overturned. Obviously the stone offside. I mean, that was clearly offside by Howden. And then clearly the interference in the goal, smacking into the goalie's head. But, I mean, it's absolutely insanity. Like I said, you don't see the replay. And then you had 2 pucks cleared over the glass, resulting in power plays. And like I'm like, it's just absolutely insanity. Like, you get a little bit of everything. You have rules of fracture, and it's not like there's been tons and tons of power plays, and neither power play has been in top form. So it's like, you get, like I said, that's after in game 2, and obviously when Torch decided to challenge a play that I really didn't think there was a chance of them overturning that. But obviously, you stick your stick in there. Players do it all the time, but he was just hoping to maybe get a little bit of leeway on that. But of course, they didn't overturn the no goal, and then obviously you gave the power play, and that team hasn't been clicking on the power play, so it's like you don't expect them to definitely hurt you with that. And then of course they got the goal, but that's it's been insanity. Like Torch obviously looked terrible by allowing his team to give up a 4-goal lead in the third period. But obviously, you go to double overtime and then you get the game winner. Like I said, it's WAFFLEBOARD breaks. Right? It's funny. Like as of right now, we have 4 players in the boxes, 28 boxes. 4 players right now in action in the boxes. We have the Freddie Henderson, of course, the Braden McNabb, the Mitch Marner, and Sebastian Aho. So 4 of the 28 boxes right now have a player in fighting for the Stanley Cup. And this 13 going in, we have 3 more coming. Obviously, Jack Eichel, Carter Hart, and Shea Theodore. We have 3 more. So depending on what comes out tonight and Wednesday, like I said, we'll have 38 boxes next Sunday, but we could have 7 of 38, which is pretty insane. Could be players. There's only 2 teams in the finals. But right now, we have 7 of those players still in the boxes, depending on what hits tonight and what it's on Wednesday, which is crazy. It's just just where it falls. Obviously, Freddie's been in there the longest. Braden McNabb's been there quite long, and then of course Sebastian Aho's a little newer. Marner's not that new, but he's been in there for a couple of reloads now. So it's crazy. Like I said, obviously some good stuff to come. Some great jerseys. Obviously, we have some monsters still to hit. 1-28, 1-27. You're getting pretty good odds across the board tonight. So good luck, everybody. We have a pretty good crowd tonight. I think 13 with the unsolds. I think I had a half dozen or so unsold, 6 or 7. You guys grabbed them. I think we have 13 different owners now. I think we got Shirley, Mike A. He's got a regular Sunday regular. Shirley, Mike A., Ryan S., and Ron, of course. Justin W. is back again. Grabbed a couple unsolds. Nick F. grabbed one, so he's in back again. He's one of our regulars during the week as well. Brett G and Jake G each grabbed an unsold. Jake actually grabbed 2. So we got them back with us. Thomas M., you're here, of course. James M., of course, is here. Daryl L. grabbed, I think, a couple. He had some on eBay as well. So he's here. Greg K., welcome in again. Grabbed an unsold. Carl Z. grabbed one on eBay. CK, of course, grabbed a couple on eBay as well. So, yeah, I said 13 different owners, 28 boxes. We're going to have 2 winners at least tonight, maybe third. There is a piggyback, the unstated double box. 48 and 59 are paired with each other. So if we hit 48, either one of the randoms, we will also open up 59. We hit 59, of course, we'll also up 48. So those 2 boxes are an unstated definite double box. So just the last 2 boxes from that run, I just wanted to pair them up together. So they're attached at the hip. So the odds of either one of those is obviously 1 in 14, because obviously 1 in 28 of any single spot hitting. But of course, those are paired together. So their odds are 1 in 14, which is pretty crazy. So you got 2 spots that are 1 in 14 odds of hitting. The other 26 spots, really 1 in 26 is what it is. So 1 double box, and then of course everybody else is individual. So good luck. It's gonna be fun. Like I said, we got games Tuesday and Thursday, and obviously we won't know if we're looking ready to close out the series till after Tuesday night. Of course, we'll be back on Wednesday, so the series will still be in effect. I don't know if it's going to be tied up, or if it's going to be looking for Vegas to shut it down on Thursday night. So we'll see how it goes. Like I said, I'm enjoying this hockey. I'd like to see it go on. Doesn't mean I'm necessarily rooting for Carolina to win on Tuesday, but that'd be cool. I'm making the best of 3. Like I said, Carolina was definitely the best team in the East all year round. And of course, Vegas has gotten hot at the right time. They're playing great hockey. Obviously, they smoked Colorado with a sweep, and they're playing with some amazing confidence. Of course, they do have. I think they probably have the better superstars. Obviously, Eichel, number 2 overall pick, Marner, top 10 pick. I mean, those are the guys that you want, the sparkle on the grand stage, and they're putting up tons of points. Of course, their defense has been celebrated. Of course, Theodore's got leads all playoff defenseman in goals. McNabb came back after the puck to the face, and he's a long tenured Vegas Golden Knights player. So, I mean, William Karlsson's played good. I mean, it's Vegas. Vegas is definitely having their stars shine right now. Carolina needs to do the same, even though Svechnikov did get that scramble power play 6-on-4 goal to tie it up to send it to overtime, which was huge. But I think it was only his second shot of the series, and that's crazy. Obviously, he's been not so much a missing man, but I just don't. He just doesn't seem to be game breaking, game changing. Obviously, Aho's played better, even though he's not getting the points. He had an assist, I think, on their game winner in game 2. But so that first line really they're not sparkling. But obviously the Stankoven, Taylor Hall, Jackson Blake line is absolutely in top form. They almost can't be stopped, even by Vegas. I mean, they're just, when they start cycling and they start clicking. Obviously, the Taylor Hall goal from Sebastian Aho pass was absolutely gorgeous. Taylor Hall is playing as good hockey as he's ever played. And he was a first overall pick as well as a Hart Trophy winner in his pass. So that means he's definitely stepped up. His entire game, he's unbelievable right now. He's not like one of those physical forwards, but he's a big, wing, and he just definitely, has shown that he's willing to be kind of like the glue on that line. Obviously, Stankoven and of course Jackson Blake, they've clicked immensely since they were put together in Carolina, and that's the reason they're in the finals, if you ask me. Because your first line goes away, you're going to get bounced, and of course they smoked Ottawa in 4, and then they smoked the Flyers in 4, and then we ran into a battle-weary Canadiens team that played back-to-back 7-game series, and they dispatched them in 5. So I'm not saying that they were feeling themselves. Of course, when you go 12-1, you're waiting for the other shoe drop. But Vegas got there with a lot of confidence after sweeping the Lynch, and they're bringing it right now. They're bringing the size, they're bringing mobility, they're bringing the skill. And like, I'm not saying that they're. I mean, obviously they're up 2-1, but Carolina is no joke. So I mean, that they proved coming back from the dead in the third period that they want to make this a long series. Whether they can win game 4 or not, but that's going to be huge. So if Vegas wins game 4 to go up 3-1. I mean, it's almost an eventuality at that point in time. But Carolina, if they can tie the series up, going back to Carolina with home ice advantage, winning to see if they can win 2 out of 3 and take the cup. So it could be fun. Could be a 7-game long series, but a lot's going to be dictated. We're going to see. I'm not sure what Carolina's going to do in net. I don't know if Bussi is a good idea to go back to. He played great in the third period in overtime. Or if they're going to go back to Freddie, if they just wanted to give him a breather after giving up on him basically in the second period. But his confidence may be a little shaken, and we'll see if they decide to go to Bussi for game 4. But of course, your entire season's on the line if you want to drop it on a guy that doesn't have any long playoff history. But if he's got the confidence, I mean, they'll definitely be willing to go with them. So we'll see how it is. I'm looking forward. Obviously, Tuesday night, we have an extra day of rest. Those guys can rest up and heal up a little bit. And then get ready for game 4 on Tuesday. Just one day in between. Game 5 would be on Thursday, of course, and then game 6 is take a couple days off. Game 6, if necessary, will be Sunday, and then next Wednesday will be game 7 if necessary. So hopefully that's what we got. Like, I'm looking forward as much hockey as we can. Obviously, the combine is going on right now. It looks like the first pick is pretty much decided. The combine results. McKenna has been everything as measurables. Of course, there's always going to be a question going from junior hockey to college hockey. He wasn't lights out all year long at Penn State, but I think his measurables at the combine have definitely looked good. Ivar Stenberg also has been right on his heels, and most likely, I mean, he looked like he's probably going to drop the 4 with the Hawks. Obviously, the second pick is the Sharks. They're probably going Chase Reed defenseman. Vancouver has a third pick, and they just hired Manny Malhotra's, his dad, and Caleb Malhotra, the center, is probably the best center on the board. So, I mean, it wouldn't be. I mean, I'm not sure if it'd be surprising if they passed on his son, or if it's more like a likelihood. Like I said, he's definitely been the best evaluated center for this draft for quite some time. Vancouver needs a center anyway. Obviously, they've been traded away Quinn Hughes. That was part of the trade back. They got a center, but they always need more center depth. And if they're really looking to rebuild, Malhotra is not a bad pick for them to do that. Of course, that would leave Stenberg, which is dropping basically the best available winger after McKenna. And then, of course, you have the Rangers probably taking the defenseman at 5. So they would love to get Malhotra if you ever fell to them, but doesn't look to be the case. Rangers would. I mean, I don't think Vancouver would trade down if they want to take the son of their head coach. So Rangers probably settle in and take the second best defenseman. Obviously, there's some good choices, Veerhoff and Carrolls and obviously Smiths, but for Rangers, I think the Rangers being the position they are, they would love to have a center option, but most likely they're looking at the best defenseman at number 5. So like I said, we're less than a month away from the draft. Draft's coming a couple of weeks, actually, very end of June. So we'll get there quickly. Like I said, right now our schedule is going to be the 2 on Sunday and the 1 midweek. I don't know if I'm going to break that up anytime soon. I'm going to be away the very end of June that week into the first week of July. So I got to figure out what our break schedule will be. I don't think it'll affect our Sundays. I'll figure out what we're going to do. But as of right now, we're going to keep up the double boxes on Sunday on eBay and then just the 1 midweek. So that week there may be a break in that. But as of right now, that's still what we're going to do. So I'll post everything, of course, on the Facebook page. I hope you guys checked out the pictures. Pictures are all up for the reload jerseys. Of course, I'll be doing the box up video most likely Saturday morning. So you'll see them in the bags up close. But the pictures are pretty good. If there's any questions, you reach out to me directly while I still have them in hand. I haven't even started building boxes yet, but only 13. So I got a couple I can reuse, I think 3 or 4. So I got to build at least 9 or 10 for the reload. Of course, I don't know, maybe I'll move everything over by Wednesday, depending on what comes out tonight. I'll probably move everything over. As of right now, I still have 11 on the shelves, and I've got, 17 boxes right there still on the table. But I guess for Wednesday's single box, the last one before the reload, I'll probably move everything over into the middle. And then I have room on my shelves to make my 13 empty boxes. So we'll see how we go. So good luck tonight, everybody. You got some great spots. Can't wait to see what comes out tonight. Like I said, we have anybody that hasn't hit before. Justin W. hit a freebie. So that doesn't quite count as having a hit from the box. I think everybody else has hit. Let me see. Yeah, Greg's hit. Yeah, of course. Jake and Brett have hit. Yeah, there's no other than Justin W., who did hit a freebie last week. That is also in the mail going to you right now. Of course, James M. was hot. He had 3 jerseys actually shipped out to him. So they should be on the way to you, probably receiving by mid of the week, maybe at the end of the week at the latest. I don't expect there to be any delays. Everything was shipped out on Saturday. So good luck tonight. 2 boxes. We'll do random for the first, and then we'll back that number out. We'll do random again for the second. So that's the norm. Nothing changing there. So let's get going. Where's my dice roller? Where's my list? Okay. Got everything there. Okay, let's do it. Okay, you guys know the drill. We do 5 or more, back that box out, and then we do 5 or more for the second box. Boxes here, of course, in order. 17, single box run. 3 boxes, the double box paired together, 48 and 59. We hit 1, we will open the other. And then, so 74, we got 3 after that. 2 runs of 4. Of course, the 11 from the most recent reload still here. So good luck, everybody. Let's do our first box. 5 or more in our dice roll. See what we got. It is 11 times our first box. Good luck, everybody. 11 times it is. See what we got. 1, 20 boxes. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And the first box tonight is going to be box number 87. 87, 28 times, 11 times, 28 boxes, box 87, 11 times, box 87. Let's see what that is. Let's see. 87. Very nice. Let's back that out. Ooh, 87 is going away. Boom. Okay, very good. Let's do it again. 5 or more in our dice roll. It is 10 times. Second box. 11 and 10. Craziness. Here we go. Big rolls for our randoms. Good luck, everybody. 10 times. 27 boxes. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And the second box tonight is going to be box number 26. There we go. Something from the reload. It's been a while. We've only had 3, I think. No, 2. It's the third one. 10 times, box 26. 10 times, box 26. Very good. Back that out so it's not there for Wednesday. Box 26, black and even for your roulette players. 26. My dad's number, so you always know that one. 26, black and even. So we did not hit the double. So the double is still alive, but we hit 87 and 26. Let me fix my randoms. Okay, very good. Okay. 87 right in the middle. 26 is over here. We'll do that 1 second. We'll do 87. Yeah, I'll move everything over. 87, 26. Very good. Very good. Okay. Who's in here? Anybody in here want to make predictions? Let me see. Prediction. Pain. Let me see. Let me see. Very good. Okay, very good. And of course the reload. Okay. Okay. Very good. Box 87. Very good. Box 87 is going to start us off. 26 is going to be our second. So good luck, everybody. Let's see what we got. We got some gorgeous jerseys in this run. Let's see what we got here. 87. Good luck, everybody. Let's see what we got. Look and see it. Box 87 is got. It's in the special bag. There we go. It's a Fanatics. Fanatics. And there we got Rossi. There it is. Minnesota Wild in the Fanatics bag. So that's clearly one of their under wraps, the way they do it. Where's the card? There it is. Congratulations. Officially licensed. Fans secure. It's the way they do their under wraps. They throw the cards in there with them. Oh, so it's a beautiful Minnesota Wild jersey. Now remember the Vancouver Canucks, part of the Quinn Hughes trade. There it is. There's my logo, my favorite logo. I love it. Absolutely beautiful. With the North Star, the trees, the river, and everything about that, the moon, the bear, man, absolutely gorgeous. There it is. Marco Rossi, Fanatics, of course, Pro jersey. You can tell, you can see that fight strap from behind it. There we go. Very, very nice. Marco Rossi, number 23. I'm not sure what he wears in Vancouver. Love the front. Love that logo. Unbelievable logo on the M's and the sleeves. Minnesota Wild, Marco Rossi. That tonight goes to, that is James M. Stay hot, James M. Congratulations. Very nice. Should have held off. I would have another jersey to mail out to you. Very nice. Congratulations. Everything hit today and Wednesday, I'll mail together on Saturday. So whoever hits, obviously, our next box as well as the Wednesday jersey. And there could be two if we hit the double box. But there we go. Marco Rossi, box number 1. Number 26 is our second box. So we've only hit 2 boxes from this reload. So good luck, everybody, on this one. Let's see, we come out. We got a lot of people got spots here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think 9 different people. So 11 spots in the reload. 9 different people. Good luck, everybody. Box 26. Marco Rossi, gorgeous. Fanatics Premium Minnesota Wild jersey. Obviously, young star with the Vancouver Canucks, part of the Quinn Hughes deal. So congratulations, James M. on the Rossi. Box 26. Let's see what we got. This is a beautiful jersey, too. One of the best goalies in the league. He was not one of the final 3, but I think it was the final 5. Logan Thompson, obviously with the Washington Capitals. And this is Vegas Golden Knights. I didn't count that. That's not a current Vegas Golden Knight. Logan Thompson, JSA COA. Logan Thompson, 36 on the Vegas Golden Knight Adidas Pro jersey. Congratulations on that one. Obviously, he's got a nice JSA card on top of it. Very, very, I think there's one I shipped off the JSA, so that's directly from me. There it is. Logan Thompson, Vegas Golden Knights, current star goaltender for the Washington Capitals. We know our goaltenders for the Golden Knights right now are Carter Hart and Aiden Hill. Obviously, Logan Thompson, star goalie. He had an unbelievable year with the Caps. I think he was 5th or 6th, maybe 5th in Vezina Trophy winning. Speaking of which, Vezina Trophy, want to give a shout out to my boy, Andre Vasilevsky. He is now one of 4 goalies in NHL history to have 2 Vezinas, 2 Stanley Cups, and the Conn Smythe Trophy. The other 3 goalies, of course, are Patrick Waugh, Ken Dryden, and Bernie Perrant. The only other goalies in NHL history to have a pair of Vezinas, a pair of cups, and a Conn Smythe Trophy. So that's another notch in his belt. Future Hall of Famer Andre Vasilevsky. Obviously, it was a down year, having lost Game 7, 1-0 to the Montreal Canadiens, but absolutely fantastic year for Vasilevsky, 39 wins. Amazing year. So, about time. I think 6 times. 6 times he's been a finalist. So you're in the final 3 for Vezina Trophy. Obviously, he didn't win last year because it went to Hart and Vezina. Both went to Hellebuck, but it's nice to see him get his second Vezina. Obviously, he has the Conn Smythe, and of course, he has the 2 Stanley Cups. So one of 4 goalies in NHL history. That's an impressive company. Patrick Waugh, Ken Dryden, and Bernie Perrant. So Logan Thompson, like I said, absolutely amazing year with the Caps. It's been great for them. Obviously, he signed long-term there, so he's not going anywhere. So the Caps, even though they were kind of at the end of the Ovechkin run, they got some good young talent on the team as well. Thompson, of course, is the man there. So congratulations on that. Also, Pro jersey, nice fight strap on that. Could be their Stanley Cup champions, Vegas Golden Knights. There it is. That's funny that it comes out. Like I said, one of the few Golden Knights jerseys. Obviously, we have a couple Golden Knights in there now, but that's obviously former Golden Knight, Logan Thompson. So congratulations. Obviously, that goes to Ron. Congratulations, Ron. James M. and Ron with the 2 big hits tonight. Gorgeous jerseys, Fanatics Premium, as well as an Adidas Pro. Gorgeous jerseys. That brings us down to 26 for Wednesday. I'll get the spot price preview up before the end of the night. just one break, just be Wednesday nights, Facebook claim, 8 p.m. Eastern time. Get your devices ready and your trigger fingers and be ready to claim. Like I said, just 26 spots. It's gonna be a fun night. We'll get that filled up pretty quickly. I think 15 of the spots I have projected are probably under $8 or less. So that's pretty crazy. So it's gonna be a good time. Obviously, Wednesday night we'll have one more game in the books Tuesday for the finals, and then we'll get at it Wednesday night, and then of course we have Sunday or Thursday night, and then next Sunday for our double box with the reload. So thank you, everybody. Waffle Breaks loves everybody's continued love and support. We'll see you guys back here on Wednesday night. Enjoy the game Tuesday. Waffle Board Breaks is out. Take care, guys.